Well, this is my personal diary. I need to talk to somebody, and this is therapeutic because, and I know psychologists all over the earth are looking at certain people right now. I'm aware of that because this whole thing that is happening since 2017, I was noticing, there's something happening to the earth. And I'm sure that a lot of people were already aware of a larger picture well before I was aware, but I've always felt like we were being watched anyway. But not necessarily by people who study people here on earth. I'm talking about by a higher being. I knew that my Papa God was watching everybody. But I'm also aware of other forces that I can only see with my spiritual eyes. And in 2017, between 2015 and 2017, when Alexander and I lived with Andy in that house, there was a lot of energy. And I started to be able to see the energy. As to where before, I could only feel it, if there was any energy. But now, like what woke me up just now, I was in a state of between awake and asleep. I was like willing to go to sleep, basically. I can drink coffee and go to sleep with no problem because I'm more nocturnal now, since I don't have to wake up early to take my son to school. Not by choice. I was quite happy with my schedule and my lifestyle, as far as like between my son and I, getting up, taking him to school, picking him up from school. And there were people who were, I don't want to say jealous, but yes, they were jealous of that lifestyle of being a mommy and going to school and being involved in the park activities. Because if you don't have a child, you really don't have a reason to go to the park, right? So, I mean, there are people that do go to the park to exercise, but people who don't have children, for the most part, they don't like to go to the park. So, there were people who were, I'm sure, jealous of that. The fact that I would get up and have a simple life. Simple. I enjoy the simple things in life. I'm not preoccupied with having a perfect body because I know that this is temporary. And if I were to have all of this money and spend all of this money on plastic surgery, for one, I could get an infection. For two, it could turn out worse than it was. Or for third, I could die in surgery or afterwards. So this is why surgery should only be for emergency. For two, I feel that if somebody loves you for who you are, they're going to love you regardless, because we're going to get older, we're going to change, as we get older. And what if somebody was involved in a car accident or in some kind of accident? You're going to change physically sometimes, and in other ways too. So you have to be with somebody because you love somebody, either before or after the change. So that's what I've thought about. I've thought about people who marry people who are disabled or in a wheelchair, or you know before or after. It's like you just have to love the person to accept them. And I don't want to be with all these different men in my life to find the better relationship and the better relationship. No, because I already know. So what woke me up today, see, I'm used to having a little routine with my little buddy Penny, because she's my buddy. She is so wonderful and therapeutic and beautiful and just so grateful. I'm grateful for her, and she's grateful for us, that we take care of her. And she's such a beautiful little thing, precious, precious gift, and she knows it. She's my therapy. So pets are important, but I wake up sometimes and I have a little routine with Penny, and I just like to put the Pop-Tarts in the toaster. The little simple things in life, okay? Put the Pop-Tarts in the toaster, and then just smell the cinnamon and the brown sugar just start to, come together. And you can smell it as it's warming up, right? It's like it's already been put together. The Pop-Tart has already been put together. But as it warms up, the smells start to, marry, and it starts to go up your nose, and you start to kind of get excited about, the anticipation of the product, because you already know what it tastes like. It's amazing. I just love this, just simple little things in life, the simple routine. But anyway, this brown sugar and cinnamon, this particular one does not have any artificial flavors, and this is why I love this particular flavor. But make a long story short, I have this little routine where I wake up, I'll have a Pop-Tart, I'll share it with Penny, and just the joy in her eyes, she gets to share the treat. It's like our little thing. It's like our bonding, our routine. You see, these little simple things. And I just like the combination of coffee with Pop-Tarts. This particular type of Pop-Tart. It is satisfying to me. But anyway, I had put on some weight, but I don't think it was the Pop-Tarts. I think it was the fact that I have been not walking with Penny. You see? So I can enjoy my Pop-Tart, and then I can take Penny for a walk. And it's a win-win for her and for me, and for my size. So I can eat my Pop-Tart, but I have to walk the Pop-Tart. So, woohoo! And walking is good for our heart and for our brain and for our self-esteem, because you're like, yep. I can walk and I can be as healthy as I possibly can, Because life is a balance. You can have your sweets, and you can have your fat, and you can have your whatever, as long as it's in moderation, and as healthy as possible. And this coffee is not healthy, but I need something, okay? I need something, because God knows. I need something in my life, because I don't do drugs, and thank God for God, and thank God for coffee, because I don't like drinking to get drunk, and I like drinking alcohol less and less and less and less and less. Like, I find myself not enjoying the sangria or the sweet wine or the beer as much as I did a year and a half ago. Because I'm not like celebrating with alcohol, you know? But I know that I need balance in my life. I need exercise. I need friends and family. See, I need my son, okay? Because I know that time is going by really fast and my son is growing and I need to be there to cook healthy for him. So I also need a bond with my son Jacob because Jacob is maturing and him and I were so close, so close. And I had this vision of my son Jacob tonight. Like, I didn't know what I was going to draw. It just came out. This vision of my son Jacob, like, he's kind of worried. He's preoccupied. And I can sense it. Look at this face. He looks preoccupied. So I was like, yep, my son Jacob needs to call me. Okay? So I don't know what's going on. My brother and his wife live 10 minutes. No, not 10 minutes. 10 miles. Okay? 10 miles by car is not even 10 minutes. Okay? At all. So 10 miles away from mom and dad. Well, maybe in Virginia it is 10 minutes because in Virginia there's a lot of traffic. But anyway, they live 10 minutes from her mom and dad. And they're like the sweetest parents. I am talking about honest to goodness. Okay? She had a nearly perfect upbringing. Nearly perfect. As to where my brother and I, our family, we didn't. Anyway, this is a picture of Jacob. Sort of Jacob. Sort of. Little bit. But it's an expression of preoccupation and disappointment. And I would like to speak to my son Jacob. You see, I'm the mama, I am a mother. I identify as a mom. I want to have a balanced life, and I want to be able to eat my Pop-Tart and go for a walk and enjoy, being in my pair of jeans, because I may not look good in a bikini, but I look good in a pair of jeans. Okay? Because some people don't look good in a pair of jeans, but they look good in a bikini. You see? Some people look better with clothing and some people look better naked. But I look better in a pair of jeans and a pair of boots and my hair in a banana clip because I know who I am. Yes, I know exactly how to get it done, okay? That's right. So, I need balance in my life. I need to be able to be appreciated as a human being and not waste my life. I don't want to be wasting myself. This is why I talk to myself, because if I didn't talk to myself, I would go crazy. Literally crazy. Because people that don't have somebody to talk to, I want you to know that there is hope, okay? Just get on your phone and listen to yourself. Isn't that what we're doing? Yeah. That's exactly what we're doing. Everybody's going live. Everybody's going live. And then I know that these people behind the cameras, because there are people that are watching all of this, they're going to have us like live in front of everybody. We're all going to be in front of everybody. And it's like, oh my gosh, is she really saying that to herself? Who is she talking to? And it's like, we're all going to be talking to one another. And it's going to be like, oh, so you did think I was fat. Oh, you don't love me as much as I thought you did. or whatever. It's like the truth is going to come out. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, but we're all guilty of holding something inside because we don't want to hurt the other people's feelings. But by doing that, by keeping it inside, we hurt ourselves. You know that I'm sure that people who practice counseling, they have to have an outlet, because can you imagine being a counselor and sitting there day after day after day after day after day for years and years until you retire? You chose to do this for a profession, and you get paid a lot of money. Whether you're male or female, you get paid a lot of money. The insurance companies pay for this stuff. That's why, anyway, there's a lot of unethical stuff going on. Also, people exploiting that outlet. But anyway, a good counselor is going to sit there and listen to all kinds of shenanigans, okay? Some of it is really sad. Some of it is really just right down funny. And some of it is just like horrible, okay? So, as a counselor, you're just like grateful that that you can listen to somebody. But some counselors don't like giving advice. It depends on what kind of counselor you are, okay? But a good counselor will give good advice. This is why I believe in faithful counseling, like somebody who has faith in a higher being, okay? Regardless of your religion. But I say here in the West, Christian counseling. I believe in Christian counseling. I believe in premarital counseling, and I believe in counseling people when they're in the middle of a crisis, a marital crisis. I believe in that, okay? I believe in counseling, but I don't believe in taking kids away from parents, okay, based on false allegations, so that y'all can exploit this outlet. Like, oh, the kid needs counseling, the mama needs counseling, for so many weeks, and who pays for this? Okay? You see, folks, this is not right, okay? Not right at all. Otherwise, people are just going to start talking to themselves, and then you're going to be put out of business. Out of business, okay? But I know these psychologists are watching all of this stuff, yeah, because our personal computers are not personal anymore. Our phones, everybody can hear your conversations. So it's just like, they cannot hear everybody simultaneously, but they can. If they just like plug it in, and everything is going to be broadcasted. But, God sees a different picture. God sees everybody, monitoring everybody, in they're monitoring one another before you know it, okay? You've got all these networks. But what woke me up, okay, was these voices. Oh, you're going to say, she's schizophrenic. Typical schizophrenic. No, I wasn't hearing voices like with my physical ears. Pay attention. This is, okay, from Papa God and his messengers. Water finds a way. Water finds a way. Water finds a way. And this is what it means. When the Muslims go around the building, remember, building is temple. Temple is body, okay? Muslims and all non-Jews are Gentiles, okay? And they're waiting for, the messenger. And they're going around the building, around the building, around the building. Is temple, is body. And the Jews, remember, the Muslims, they're like the Arabs, they are all about macro, That's why their building is huge. Remember that water finds a way around. Letter A for Allah, Abba, Almighty, all-encompassing, Alpha. Okay? A equals 1 equals first equals Alpha, Father, Boss. A round. Okay? So the Muslims are going around and around the Kaaba. Okay? The letter K is very important because the letter K is for kingdom and for king and for the key to go through the door. Okay? The letter K is for key. Also, a key is like a code. Okay? And the letter K is for kitchen. Yes. And the kitchen is where the fire is. And the fire is the heart, according to traditional Chinese medicine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are the body. Woo-hoo! And when I broke my leg as a child, the Chinese doctor who put it back together, had it not been for the Chinese doctor who just so minutely manipulated my foot, and it started to pink up. My foot was black and blue. Black and blue. Okay? No circulation. The ER would have amputated the foot. But the Chinese doctor was the on-call doctor. Okay? And that Chinese doctor, by the grace of God, with these healing hands, okay? Because those Chinese doctors, they know, okay? Traditional Chinese medicine, because it's in their genetic makeup. These people are so smart, okay? Had it not been for that doctor that came from China to Panama, and had he not been on call that night, I would not have been able to join the military, okay? And I would not have been able to learn what I have learned about marching. No. So, thank God for Chinese, okay? So, pay attention. When I was a little girl, I will never forget, you know, that Chinese doctor that came to save my foot, okay? The healing hands, okay? We all have gifts, okay? So the Muslims are going around the Kaaba. And the Jews are all about micro. And they're about the internal. And about being profound. Each letter of the alphabet has meaning. I mean, these people go deep, 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 deep. Okay? The Jews. Because they're all about the micro. Okay? Internal. The deep meaning. The root. That's why the root is from the salvation is from the Jews. Because without the root, okay? So, you have to have the root in order. You have to be attached to the root. You have to be attached to the root or you cannot survive. And the root is the root of Jesse. Yes, that's what Yahweh means. Okay? So, pay attention. What woke me up was the water finds a way, water finds a way, water finds a way. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get up. Okay, for round 2. Okay? Because I'm nocturnal. Like I'm up all night. That's when I'm sharp. During the day, I'm like sluggish, like just sleepy. Okay, sleepy. And at night, I'm all kinds of sharp. Okay, because I think is because I need to be like in the east, or maybe I am in the east. Like I'm in the east. So the Jews take the tefillin and they wrap it around the body, around the body, around the body. What's happening? It's like the Muslims are going around the building temple. The Jews are wrapping the people around the root. We have to go micro in order to understand the macro, because we are that small. And until we go smaller, we cannot possibly comprehend what we're in. So this is what I have to write, and I have to do it on my PowerPoint, because I paint. Now I'm a painter. Woo! Because my friend Walter Anderson helps me. Yes, friend Walter Anderson. Okay, he helps me, and he likes all the different colors together, but in a very pretty manner. It has to be pretty. It has to be very pretty. It has to be visually appealing to the reader. Okay? Because some Muslims, and I have to be careful when I say this, but some Muslims say, oh, we're not supposed to be listening to music. But I want to tell the Muslim people that you have chosen, because God has chosen you, okay? God has chosen you, and He has given us all our books, and you are choosing your right religion for you, because your truth is in your heart. And if it weren't right for you, it wouldn't feel right for you. So it is. Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew, or if you are a person who doesn't have a religion, but you have faith, don't worry. God has chosen you. Okay? So, we have to pray for God to add faith to our faith. Yes. And look, I'm doing this without my Pop-Tart tonight, so I had to do it. My Papa God sent me my messengers. Water finds a way. Water finds a way. Water finds a way. And I'm just like, okay, I'm up. Okay? And my buddy Penny, she was in there like with her little eyes just waiting for her little treat, because she's used to that. She's used to, I get up, I make my coffee for round 2, and I've got my Pop-Tart. Every time she hears the toaster, she's all ready. Every time she hears little packages, she gets ready. She knows something's coming. Okay? So, I want to tell these psychologists that God has chosen you to do good works for the people. Okay? We are not going to be exploiting those whom we study. We're not going to be exploiting our patients. No. We are going to be so much needed and appreciated, because God has given us all gifts, and your gift of listening is going to be utilized well. Not to exploit, not to experiment unethically on people without their knowledge or permission, not to commit perjury in court, against parent or child. No. We're not going to be working because of how much money it makes us. We're going to be working because we love what we do. Because we deeply, deeply, deeply understand the importance of being a counselor, a psychologist, a psychotherapist, or a psychiatrist. There's going to be harmony between you and your patients. So remember that we study what we need. So you need us, the patients. Not only do you need us financially, but we need to benefit. We don't need to be hurting. We need to benefit. So, this is a message for those who are involved with the courts. We need to remember we are here to serve the people, our patients. That's who our loyalty is to. Here on earth. This is why it's important to have faith in God who sees all. So, that's what I have to paint tonight. And the Muslims, not all, but some believe that Allah does not want you to listen to music. And I want to tell you that, remember that the books that God has given us is poetry, and songs are poetry, and songs need music, and when you recite, it's singing. There is a rhythm, there is music. I hope I'm not going to stop this. Store down. Bye bye.